Hello, hello. Happy Monday. Woohoo. Um, give it a couple minutes. This is a pretty heavy duty Monday as well because we have our full moon. We have the full moon in Scorpio. So yeah, there's lots of feels going on. Scorpio is just a very deep feeling sign, and with the full moon coming into it, it's going to just really be bringing up some things that we probably may have been pushing down that we didn't want to deal with. Like all that stuff may be bubbling up this week. So that's something to be mindful of. And, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing or anything you need to be worried about. It's just one of those things, like it's time to deal with that stuff so you can grow and change and really, you know, kind of move on with things and make some more space for positive, happy things that you want to bring into your life too, right? So that's definitely something to consider this week as we go on, because there is some also, what else? I wrote it down. We have like Pluto's coming into the mix here soon. We have Scorpio, we have Saturn and Uranus, and there's just a lot of stuff going on right now. So definitely be mindful of that. If you notice things hopping on, just popping up for you that, you may not even thought about in a while, then this is why. So that means it's time to deal with it and time to release it because, we release on the full moon. So release it, let it go. Maybe think about maybe why it's popping up and what you can do to move past it. And sometimes if it's something big, it takes a little bit of time, but, start chipping away at it, right? Why not? And see what you could do to just kind of start moving forward. And it really is something that makes you feel a lot better. So anyway, we are here to do our weekly signs, zodiac tarot scopes. I'm going to pull a tarot card and an oracle card for us. And I think this week, this one's really concentrating, I think, on the moon, the full moon, and maybe let's see what comes up and see what maybe we need to work on, or maybe it's going to call you out on a couple of things. Who knows? We'll see. You never quite know, right? So I had a couple of tarot decks here. I didn't know which one I wanted to use, but this is one I grabbed. So we're going to use the Weaver Tarot. Tarot. And this is the Journeyer edition. This is a Threads of Fate one. Look at this box. Really pretty box. So we'll do that. And then let's see, what oracle deck will we use today? I know I have one here somewhere. Oh my gosh. I'm very precariously stacking tarot decks. So we're going to use the Universal Folk Oracle in addition with our tarot, the Weaver Tarot. Hello, Jamie. So we're going to pull a card for each sign of the zodiac and see what we get and see what kind of new moon, or rather full moon energy we have here. So these cards are really pretty too. I just love the color of them. And I think they have a couple different versions too. Also, be sure to check out my Instagram page over at Stardust Wanderer Tarot. I released my first card, a sneak peek of the Fool. So of my tarot deck that I'm creating, and when we get May, we'll probably just go along here and do the Magician next, which is super exciting. It's really coming along nice. And also too, don't forget, this is the last week to vote on the cover. Yeah. Let me start that again. I totally drew a blank. The Cover Awards, and the voting ends this week. So go ahead and go check our bio here, and you can go ahead and vote for the Cartomancer magazine. There are so many awesome people that have been nominated for it. So definitely go give them some love. It's a very big honor to be included in that. So, hello, hello. All right. So, let us start with Aries. These cards are like very similar on each side, so I always think I'm getting backwards there. All right, Aries, what do we got for you? So we have the Seeker of Cups. All right, look at that. So Aries, this week, it's all about emotion. It's all about, you know, harnessing whatever is popping up for you this week and really working through it, giving it some attention, giving it some love, and also releasing it. And if it's something that needs to be released, right? So that's what we have for you this week, Aries. So let's see what oracle card we get in connection with that. All right, we have Peaceful, Tranquility, Higher Self, Peace, and Evoke. So by letting go and dealing with some of the emotions that are popping up, then that's going to bring you peace. And this card, I feel like, is just popping up to let you know that, like, it's okay. It's okay to do that. It's okay to work on these things and really see what you can do to move them forward, you know? And like I said, you know, sometimes it's just moving it around a little bit too, just shuffling it, those emotions, just to see what you can get moving. All right. Hello, hello. All right, next we have Taurus. So for Taurus, we are getting 3 of Cups. All right, so it's time for you to really celebrate your wins this week. Celebrate the people in your life who bring those wins in or help you with them, and really just feel the feels of that and enjoy it and embrace it and know that, you know, there are people who have your back and they need to be celebrated too. So that's what we have for you this week, Taurus. So let's see what oracle card we get for you. Harmony. Perfect. So look at that, how cute that is. Balance, energy, breath, and flow. So that's kind of funny because look, there's like 3 in that card, and then we got the 3 of Cups. So that fits perfectly. I love that. So yeah, it's all about just the harmony of your friends and of your tribe and all that good stuff. Love it. All right, next we have Gemini. All right, Gemini, so what do we have for you? I am like freezing. Yeah, it is, right? It's the Universal Folk Oracle. Here's the book. It's really cute. US Games. I actually got it. I get the, what the heck's the name of it? Magic of 9. Yeah, I have to look at that. Box or whatever. And subscription box. And it came in that. I don't know why it took me so long to say that. All right, so let's see. Ooh, extra card in there. What we got now for Cancer. All right. So Cancers, you know, definitely make sure you are grounding these next couple of days with this full moon energy because it is very deep and emotional. So that is something to definitely consider, you know, and if you are feeling some sort of way, get outside for a few minutes, ground, get a crystal, anything, but know that that may be popping up for you. So it's definitely good to keep that in check. So we have here the Conqueror of Wands. See the glare? There we go. Conqueror of Wands. So for you, Cancer, this week is all about it's moving energy this week. It's about action. It's about taking steps to move forward. And I feel like that is definitely considering the emotional, you know, the emotional energy in the air too. Keep moving forward. Don't get stuck in it. Like, let it flow along with it, and just, you know, not get stuck in these little pockets of emotion and just really ride it out. Let's see Actually, look at the back of these cards. Look how cute they are. I love them. All right. Okay, so we got Echoes, Ancient Culture, Roots, and Customs. So that is, I like that. I feel like, again, just keep moving with the energy and just keep moving forward. And with this, it's like you may hear the echoes of past things popping up for you. And that's okay. Just keep moving forward, recognize it, and let it go. So that's what we got for Cancer. These decks are playing very nicely together. I like when that happens. And I like to try to choose ones that are a little bit different from each other. All right. These cards are like kind of big. Like I have little hands, so I'm like trying to gracefully shuffle them and not like throw them all over the place. That's always the hope there. All right, Leo, what we got for you? So we have the Five of Wands. So this week, wow, look at that card. It's pretty intense. So for you Leos, yes, Leos, things may be coming at you this week. You may feel like, there's just nonsense coming at you from all angles, but take it in stride. Try not to really let it get to you. Deal with it, you deal with, and just move it. Oh, Amber, I am the klutz of all the klutzes. So I appreciate that comment very much. I'm usually tossing cards all over the stinking place. But yeah, I don't know, look how intense that is. I'm like, whoa. So yeah, and I feel like, see it for what it is, right? We have this intense energy again in this moon, the Scorpio. They like to dig up this dark emotion. And I think it's just time to like see it and deal with it. And that's it. Don't take it personally. Try not to let it get to you. Just, I kind of think of a video game, like the meme when the guy's like, he like bats away all the bad things. That's what I feel like that you need to be, Leo. Just deal with it and bat it away. So let's see. I'm going to put that card in. Let's see what oracle card you get. Let's see what we got. Loyalty, responsibility, relationships, construct, and self-care. So, you know what? By going with that flow and just dealing what you have to deal with and things that aren't yours to deal with, just leave it alone. That's an act of self-care, right? And so I think being really, really aware of this week and making sure to be like, is this my problem? And we'll say 90% of the time, it's probably not your problem. And that is like a mantra that I have definitely taken on in the last few years, like really mindfully. Because, I am a Libra, so I'm all about keeping the peace, making sure it's fair for everybody, blah, blah, blah. But that also makes me involved in a lot of things I shouldn't be. So we have been having to set some boundaries with that. I mean, we all can work on that, setting boundaries, right? All right, Virgo, what do we got for you? I'm kind of like staticky. I'm all like, woo, today. Like, I feel like everything's flying around. All right, we have the Conqueror of Wands. Whoa, look at that bad boy. All right, so Virgo, there may be some situations going on. There may be something that you've been waiting on. There may have been, something that you've been setting up. And this week, it's going to start falling into place and it's going to happen quickly. So make sure you are ready for it. Make sure you have prepared everything that you need to, that you're feeling it, like you're going with it. It's going to happen. So it's time for you to embrace it and really believe in it, because that's going to help it kind of move forward as well. Whoa. See, I almost dropped all of these. Almost happened. All right. So let's see what oracle card we got. Temple, inner being, visualization, and sacred space. So I love that. So maybe this week that may involve, because we know things are happening, whatever you have is like go. So make sure to take some time in your sacred space. Make sure to really focus yourself and get yourself ready. Maybe meditation, maybe some not grounding, journaling, something like that. Maybe that's what you need to do to really help get you ready for all this stuff that's happening. All right, so that brings us to Libra. Another thing with the moon too, with this, moon, it's really cool if you have your birth chart or a copy of your birth chart, you can go online and also do it. You do need your birth time because it does change every 2 hours, the charts. But if you see where your rising sign is this week, that is really where this full moon is going to be focusing on. So like for me, I did look. So I'm a Libra. And so the second house is where the focus of this full moon is going to be for me. So that also kind of helps you to plan to, when you notice these things that do pop up, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I see why. Hello, hello. All right, so where are we, Libra? Need to shuffle. It's always one of those things, like sometimes you just need to shuffle. Like they're not ready to stop. And I think because these cards are big. Oh, we got a jumper. All right, let's see. We got here. Sovereign of Swords. Ooh, I like that. Aw, thank you. I try. Because you know what? I need it simple, so I need to break it down so I can understand it myself. It just makes it easier that way. But look at this. Oh, these cards are really pretty. Look, these are the backs of them, actually. So pretty. So, Sovereign of Swords. So, Libra, this week is about speaking your truth, but doing it in a way that is really true to you, and it's not what other people want to hear. Sometimes we can be blunt, right? But I think in this instance, it's kind of like calling for it. Like you need to be like, yes, this is okay. No, this is not okay. And it's kind of funny because I just talked about setting boundaries, right? Like I just talked about how I was doing that and I need to do that more. So again, I think that's a lot of what it is, because once you do that, I think it also gives you a different perspective on the situation once you decide it's not yours and you don't claim that energy. And then you can really look at it in a different way. And, sometimes that's even helpful for people. They like that, and then you can kind of give them a different, okay. I am the person that will be like, yes, buy the deck. Okay. So I am a dangerous person, even to myself. I will get it. I actually resisted buying this myself. I was holding off because I just saw it a lot everywhere. And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to like it. But it's really pretty. I mean, look at that. It's a butterfly crown. I need one. Amber, you need one. We need butterfly crowns. That's what this is telling me right now. All right, so let's see for Libra what we got. We have Crystalline, Energy, Wonder, Alive, and Beauty. So, us Libras, we love our beauty parts of things. But I really think this card kind of goes with this card, is that by doing that, you're showing your inner beauty. You're showing the things that you want to share with people and not all the emotional yuck that you get dragged into, right? It's all about, showing your true self, because that is an awesome thing. So there's that. All right. Scorpio. All right. And if you are a Scorpio moon, my moon is in Aries. So that's where I am at. Let's see. Let's see, Scorpio. What are we getting here? We are getting a lot of swords today. So, you know, I kind of was expecting cups, honestly, but swords work because swords are all those thoughts, the actions, the, you know, all of the in the head, floating around stuff, right? And that's what's coming up this week. That's what that Scorpio energy is going to bring up for us. So we have the Four of Swords. Oh, this got a clock there. Look how pretty that is. All right, Scorpio. So for you, I feel like you need to be setting, hello, how are you? Setting the foundation for your truth. You know, I feel like that's what this is saying. You know, maybe instead of having that cover of kind of being a little snarky, and I say that in the most loving way ever, promise. Maybe you want to really start building your foundation of how you want to be seen and working on that. And maybe this week some stuff is going to pop up for you that is going to call to that. And maybe that's what you need to pay attention to. What's coming up for you this week that may be preventing you from building that base of who you are and how you are. You knew it was going to be deep, Scorpio. I mean, we got all this stuff going on. All right, so the Oracle card we got, let's see, create, dynamic, inspiring energy and gifts. So isn't this adorable card? I love the colors in it. So I think here you do have a lot of gifts. You do have a lot to offer people. And you may be putting that little bit of a wall up, and maybe it's time to take it down. Maybe it's time to restructure it a little bit. Maybe put a little window in. You know, baby steps are always good, right? So next we have, let's see. We have our Sagittarius. All right, Sag, what we got for you? This week, too, is also a great week to pay attention to just really any dreams that you have, anything that comes through in dreams, because, you know, sometimes they say that, you know, some people say, whoever the people are, the people out there, talk about that's your subconscious, right? And that's things coming up in your subconscious. So that's also something to think about as well, because we just got all the deep things coming up, because it's all about transformation and change. So, all right, we got that Five of Wands again. So we had gotten this earlier. So Sagittarius, you know, again, I think it's about, for you, I feel like it's more of bringing, you know, don't take so many actions this week. I think for you, it's about pulling it back. Like, yeah, you have options. You can go in any direction you want, and you want to go in all of them, right? But I think this week it's about pulling it back and making more mindful choices and really paying attention to what direction is the best for you. Instead of doing all of them, choose one, maybe two, depending on what it is, right? So mindful choices this week. And our Oracle card we have Adventure. See, you love that, don't you? This is like such a Sagittarius card right here, right? So adventure, laughter, spontaneity, nature, and renewal. So yeah, like, you love your adventure, right? But if you are going in all these different directions, you can't appreciate it. You cannot really take in all of what's going on. So yes, you can still have that adventure, but make a mindful choice so you can have the best and most full experience ever. I don't know, those words just didn't want to work for me, so there's that. All right, let's see what's next. And also, too, if you want me to pull a card for you, go ahead and let me know. And don't forget to go ahead and vote. We are up for a cover award. So the link, I did put it in the bio, and also I posted it a couple times. But yeah, go vote for us. We really appreciate it. And also all the other awesome people that are nominated. So that brings us to Capricorn. So, oh wow, there's a lot going on here. Eight of Swords. Sure. Do you have a question or just a general one? I'll do it right after this, right after Capricorn. So, Capricorns, look at this card. I feel like that it's time for you to do some releasing. And this week, I feel like things are going to be popping up for you, and it's time for you to release them. It's time for you, like you could see these little like strings. It's time for you to untangle the strings. It's time for you to like let go of these limiting thoughts, let go of things that no longer serve you, and really release them, like let them go. I love to do on the full moon is write things I want to release on bay leaves and burn them. And so it's just, you know, I like to write it out. I'll say it out loud, and then I'll be like, and now I'm releasing this, and so it is. And just burn that bay leaf and just let it go into the universe. And if you feel like even journaling on it too, that would be really great to do as well. So let me pull an oracle card, and then I will get to your card. Meditation, routine, breath, quiet, and peace. Like this goes right along with that. You know, maybe it's time for you to release and then meditate and just really visualize these things just letting go for you. And that knowing that you can release it, giving yourself permission to release it. I'm giving you permission to release it because sometimes that helps, right? All right, so what do we got? What direction is my creative energy going? How should I prepare? Okay. Let's see. We have the Six of Wands. Oh, look at this card. It is awesome. So you are headed in the right direction. You're building that foundation that you need, and you need to stay consistent. I think consistency is key for you, and really finding a plan that works and sticking to it. And sometimes when we make plans for ourselves and stuff like that, we make the plan, right? And then we decide like, that's it. Like, this is the plan. I have to stick to it. But I think also taking some time to just make sure that it's working for you and tweak it as necessary will really be helpful. And I think that's really what it is for you too. Really just being consistent. And you can prepare by working on that foundation. Building your foundation is super important for you. So that's what I got. And I'll pull an oracle card. Yay! So I didn't shuffle them. Awesome. So let's pull an oracle card too, because we can. Let's see. Compassion, nurture, giving, love, and life. So I also think too that make sure to give yourself some credit. You know, you have a lot to offer and you have a lot to give. So be compassionate with yourself. And again, if you start getting in a certain spot, like you're like, this isn't working, or these, stupid thoughts are creeping in, give yourself some compassion. Maybe it's a time to give yourself a little self-care, and then keep going, right? Like I always say, plot twist. And I've been full of plot twists lately. There's been a lot of them. So, you just got to try to go with it and trust the universe that it's going to work out for the best, right? So that brings us to, you're very welcome, Aquarius, right? So let's see what our Aquarius peeps have today. All right. We have the Hermit. Ooh, this is fancy. So for you this week, Aquarius, it's really a time for reflection. And I think this may be something that you've been putting off. I feel like you've been putting off this time to reflect on things that have happened, and maybe instances that didn't make you feel so good, right? You've been just kind of shuffling them away. Nope, it's time to deal with it. It's time to reflect, and it's time to give those things a little bit of time and energy, and that they're known. Like, yes, I recognize you, I see, but again, let it go. Let it go. I'm not just saying that would be bad for all of us. So, but yes, think Elsa, think let it go. It's time to do that. It's time to really release that. All right. Now we have Enchanted, Childlike, Wonder, Fae, and Gateways. Ooh, I love that. So, you know what? In your reflection, maybe it's time for you to revisit some childhood memories, but good ones, you know? What what did you love to do as a child? What always made you really happy? And maybe that's something you need to bring in, right? Because the Hermit is also about rest. And maybe it's time for you to just kind of bring out that inner child a little bit and maybe do something that, you know, you used to do as a little kid. Did you walk around collecting sticks? Did you color? All those things, right? I think that would be awesome. I used to go and I used to look for fairies. That's what would be my thing. I always loved to do that. So last but not least, we have Pisces. All right, Pisces, what do we got for you? We have the Six of Wands. We just keep getting all the same the cards here. All right, so for Six of Wands, for you, Pisces, I feel like it's time for you to kind of take comfort in your home, in your space, whatever your space is, even a sacred space. I think it's time for you to really give it some attention. I feel like, you know, you get this watery energy, and, you know, right now too with the full moon, it's a lot of like intuitive feelings, a lot of psychic feelings coming up. So for you, there might be a lot of that going on. So I feel that you sitting and doing your meditation, doing some journaling, grounding, and just taking time, you know, even in like an Epsom salt bath is also a fantastic thing, because things are kind of heightened right now, right? And you don't want to get lost in it. So make sure to go to your safe space every day for a little while. That's what we have for you, Pisces. All right, so what card do we have? Peaceful, Tranquility, Higher Self, Peace, and Evoke. So yeah, I think that's it. You know, making sure to go into your safe space and feel, you know, just really where you can just let things just go, and just some deep breaths. And if you do Kundalini, maybe there's some Kriyas that you can do, and really feel peaceful, like lean towards being peaceful this week. And I think that will really help you get through everything going on, because it isn't always about us, right? It's us dealing with other people and other people's emotions. So I think that would be super helpful for you. So yeah, I think that wraps it up for today. And if anybody wants a card, let me know. If not, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. And I'm here every Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern time, and doing your tarot. Of course, I get a phone call at the last minute. Jeez. All right. I hope you all have a wonderful full moon. Make sure to ground, make sure to release some things, make room for these new things you want to manifest in 2 weeks on the new moon. And have a great day. Bye.